Internet, good morning. My name is Magnitude, and this is YouTubers with Mics drinking drinks. A direct parody of Jerry Seinfeld's Queen in the Cars Getting Coffee. This week, I have my new co-host, Ryan. You may now be yourself.
All right, yes, hello, I'm Ryan, as Steve mentioned. I also go by NewGamePluss, and then I also have a secondary channel called Press Play to Start, where I just do stupid, just regular LP content. So thanks for having me, Steve.
Like the rest of the internet.
Yes.
You're just one of a million, like we all are. I'm one of a trillion podcasts, you know.
Just a drop in the ocean.
Just a drop in the ocean. So, Ryan, you're my new co-host going forward. How do you feel about that?
Oh, I'm excited. I think it's going to be pretty cool to do this.
I agree.
I've always wanted to be part of something like this. So yeah, it's pretty cool.
Well, you're welcome. I said you're welcome.
Yeah. Oh, thank you.
All right. So well, my dog is currently attacking me because I just got home and my dog loves me. So, Ryan, tell us a little bit about how you got into YouTube and if it's what you've been doing on YouTube, what you do on YouTube, all that great nonsense and stuff.
Yes. All right. So currently, I just try to make game-related videos rather. I do some gameplay videos, but I've been trying to focus more on like quality, quote unquote, some more scripted kind of stuff like reviews.
And how's that been working out?
It's
about par for the course.
Yeah, it's a grind.
Yeah.
It's a slow grind. Yeah, but the way I started, so I actually started around the latter half of 2011, which was my freshman year of college.
Okay.
My parents got me a laptop that because we had never had a computer before.
In 2011?
College. Yes.
You never had a computer?
No.
Huh.
Yeah. Well, we had this really shitty like Windows 98 PC that
in
like
2011.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because my mom is one of those people who's like, oh, technology is evil and so is the internet, so we're never having either of those things, even though it'll significantly improve our lives. You know, she's one of those kinds of people, like one of those nutter butter fucking kinds of people. But yeah, so since I was going off to college and because I was going to need to have a laptop or a computer of some sort so that I could do schoolwork and do essays and whack it to fucking midget porn, they decided...
my Friday night right there, I'll tell you.
Yeah, they got me a laptop, and I remember what it was. It was an Asus. It had 3 gigabytes of RAM, and it had an Intel Pentium dual-core processor that just, I don't know, wasn't very good. Okay. So I started to delve into YouTube because I didn't really have, the pleasure of doing so before because, again, we didn't really have internet. I would use the internet occasionally by going to the library throughout middle school and high school, but like that was just limited to like maybe an hour or two a week. So I didn't have like huge major access to it. So now that I had this treasure trove of shit before me, and I started seeing, watching YouTube a lot and seeing like how people did it and all that. So I decided, I wanted to do it too. So in November of 2011, during Black Friday, when I was in my hometown, our Walmart had a camera on sale, which I bought. And it wasn't a super good camera, but whatever. And so I started using that to record just mundane kind of videos where I just would rant about stupid bullshit. I would rant about people going on Street Fighter 4 online and spamming Guile's fucking Rising Kick and Sonic Boom thing, and I would always lose to it. I would film myself eating sandwiches and talking about how good the sandwich was. Because this is before I knew that was like an actual fetish thing. Like I was just trying to like do like just whatever I felt like doing. So also around that time there was the AVGN, Angry Video Game Nerd, James Rolfe. He started a crowdsourcing campaign for a movie that he wanted to do. He wanted to make an Angry Video Game Nerd movie, and the premise was he went to the desert where all the copies of E.T. were buried and all that good shit. And so this guy named Wrestling Jesus, I think he was called. He was from Brooklyn.
Oh,
he didn't he wasn't a fan that James Rolfe was crowdsourcing the movie and not using his own funds. Like he was saying, like, "Oh, all of the millions that you make from YouTube, why don't you just fund it yourself, you selfish prick? Like, what kind of fucking cocksucker like you know, just..."
Apparently he's Doris Roberts. All right.
Yeah. Doris Roberts does not sound like that.
She does now, dude. Look her up. Look it up. I'm sure she'll be fucking thrilled in 2017 at somebody looking her up, all right?
Well, she died.
Well, then from heaven, she'll be like, damn, dude. Maybe she's pissed off. She's like, I don't sound like that at all. Or whatever Doris Roberts
sounds. Sound like that at all. Who are these people talking about me?
Actually, that's probably close to Doris Roberts.
Yeah, yeah, she was the mom on Everybody Loves Raymond.
She was.
Yeah.
And in fact, I know that she was also in one episode of Grey's Anatomy because I'm forced to sit through that fucking train wreck of a show.
Oh, wow.
Oh, my God, dude.
Yeah, so...
anyway, Doris Roberts is mad.
Yeah, so Doris Roberts was making angry videos crowdsourcing his movie. And so I, being a huge fan of AVGN at the time, decided that I would make response videos to him, basically calling him out on being a dick and on his ignorance of how, like, you know, YouTube, how much money YouTubers make.
Maybe your negativity killed Doris Roberts, dude.
Yeah, perhaps.
Maybe she couldn't take it anymore.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, she was like, "Oh, this man's being mean to me." Yeah.
Yes, exactly. That's exactly how that happened.
Yeah, but so I was like schooling because, you know, at the time, like, it was still, YouTube was still on a view-based model for paying YouTubers instead of the minutes watched that it's at now. And even though AVGN was, like, getting a lot of views at the time, he wasn't making millions. Like, yeah, he was probably making probably no more than 100,000 like a year. Like, he was probably making just standard living. So, you know, nobody can fund, like, their own movie, you know, with that. Because, you know, he had a wife, he had a kid, he had a house that he had to make payments for. So, like, there's no way that he could pay for that.
Doesn't just have stacks of money, like, piling up. And I don't do all this. If I was used to heat my house, he's just shoveling it into his fucking furnace.
Yeah, so, like, this was a thing that went back and forth between me. And then he ended up deleting his channel, so I'm the fucking victor of that battle. So suck it, Wrestling Jesus. Suck my big fat chode.
Okay.
Yeah, and then, so it started, so then, you know, I started to make less videos because, like, that, like, you know, I didn't have somebody to beef with anymore. And then I started to get into using the website Funny Junk. Now, on
God.
Funny Junk,
No good story ever comes from Funny Junk.
So on Funny Junk, I would make rage comics and advise animals and post them there. And then that was my first real exposure to, like, how people are on the internet, like, towards people who make things. Like, there was tons of comments that were like, "Oh, you know, like, this is really funny. I really like this." But then there was also a bunch of other comments like, "You fat fucking piece of shit, fucking kill yourself, fucking choke on a donut, you fatty." You know, like, comments like that, yeah.
Hope it's a good donut anyway.
Yeah, and then, so on there was this little webcomic that I read about, it was just a silly little comic where, like, somebody has a sign that says free hugs, and somebody hugs him, and then there's an asterisk that said, that was like, oh, each hug, comes with, like, a $20 surcharge fee, or, you know, some silly, like oh,
capitalism.
Fine print, yeah. So I made a video based on that, and where I went out with my camera, and I did the free hugs thing with the asterisk and all that. And I epically pranked some people. One black guy was going to beat the shit out of me until I told him that it was actually, you know, just a video for funny. And then he, like, started laughing his ass off. That was a good time. I still like that guy. And that video ended up getting, like, 80,000 or, like, 90,000 views. Yeah, so, like, that just fueled it, like, even more. So I started trying to make shit like that. Then I started watching, like, web animations and started trying to make those, but I suck at art, so, like, they ended up being shitty. And then from there was when I started to try to make, like, gaming, like, LP videos. I started making them on a channel that a buddy of mine had called the Pokemon Showroom, where it was me and a bunch of other people from Funny Junk's Pokemon board. And we would make videos, we would send them to him, and, like, he would upload them. And it was like a community channel, and, like, it was those were really fun times. Like we all like, you know, just were buddies and we made shit and, you know, and it was just a good time. And then that's how I kind of got my start there. So that led up to like what I'm doing today.
And how's that been working out for you?
It's been working out pretty okay. Like, yeah.
Good.
Yeah, okay, well, yeah, I guess like to kind of like elaborate more on this tale of YouTube and shit. So in 2013, I really started to kick my creative side into gear because that was when I had lost my financial aid and I was kicked out of college because I couldn't pay for it anymore. So then I started to desperately try to make anything and everything, mostly music because I'm a music major and that's, you know, what I wanted to be known for.
Right.
And yeah, and so I started just trying to make remixes of songs. I tried to make my own original songs, but at this time, like, I had like no knowledge of how to make music digitally, so it was all like just kind of like new frontier to me. And then Game Grumps came around, and within the community of Game Grumps, there's animators and there's also remixers. And so what the remixers would do, they would take like audio from Game Grumps and they would like auto-tune their voices and like make it sound all nice and then add music below it and it would be a remix. So I started doing that. Yeah. And so I started doing that. And the first couple ones that I made did okay. They got a couple thousand views. But then I made my magnum opus was the poopy butt song, where it was just yeah, and it's still on YouTube. It's on a channel that I made for just archiving some of the old videos from that channel because I ended up deleting that channel because I wanted a fresh start. But you know, you can go out, you can find it, just type in the poopy butt song, and I guarantee you, like, it'll be the first thing that pops up. And so it was just a bunch of clips from a video they did called Mickey Mouse Capades, where it's just this shitty NES game, and one of the guys kept like doing like AVGN quotes and like oh, this game's a bunch of poopy ass sticks, you know. And so it was that with this tuba and like below it that's like bom 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 bom, and so that did pretty well. And then they actually mentioned it on the show, which got it like, and it like, you know, skyrocketed. And then that's how I started like just start doing music stuff, because I was like, oh, you know, people like this, so I'll just start doing that. And so while I haven't done a ton of music stuff since then, that's kind of like what I've been trying to focus a little bit more on, because moron, get it? And, yeah, and so but yeah, I've been focusing more on working on the music side, especially because, you know, that's what I've been studying. And right now I'm just making just game videos, and that's my story.
So how did you find me?
I found you because I started to try to get into competitive Pokemon.
That was a mistake, though. That's a mistake.
Yeah,
Don't do that.
This actually started way back in 2011.
Oh, boy.
And yeah, like back that same year, because I bought a 3DS. Because I had some settlement money that came in from a car wreck that I was in. And so I bought a 3DS with it, and I bought Pokemon White version, I believe.
Okay.
And I was like, you know, I want to start, like, you know, like competing. You know, like I want to start getting pretty good. And so the first year or two, I absolutely sucked because I still didn't have a hold on like IVs and EVs and, you know, all that shit that goes with it.
Right.
I started to learn and I started to get good. And then I started to watch, like, you know, competitive Pokemon, you know, videos. And so I started with Hayden, and I watched, like, about, like, his videos. And after a year of just watching Hayden, and I want to say Shofu, I can't remember who else it was. I was like, oh, like, I want to start watching, like, other people and see how they play.
Okay.
So, you know, I started looking. And, you know, then, you know, Joey came up, and, you know, MV and some of them, and then also you came up.
Nice.
So, you know, I clicked subscribe, you know, subscribe. And then I followed a couple on Twitter, you being one of them.
Yeah.
And then one day last year, you were like, hey, I want to start doing the battle royales, the Wonder Trade Royale.
Yeah.
Free-for-alls. Yeah, and you were like, oh, like send me, like who wants to join? And I was like, hey, I want to join. And then you sent me an invite to the group, and then that's how we met. Although I don't think that was the question. I think the question was how I discovered you.
Yes, you're Columbus in this story, and I'm what you appear to be, what you think is India. How did you find me?
Yeah. So yeah, I pretty much just found you by wanting to watch some more competitive Pokemon videos on YouTube, and you were one of the channels that popped up. And that's how I found you.
There I am. It's just me.
Well, that was back when you were still uploading to Magnitude.
Yeah, those were the days.
Yeah.
Those were the days. That's right. That channel's doing okay now. Still, it's still hanging out. Every so often, I post a new video that.
Yeah, no, you keep reposting the same videos talking about your other channels. It's like the exact same video.
It is.
Too. You don't even like re-record a new one.
I just download it, and then actually I have it saved now, so I don't even need to download it anymore. I can just repost the same one. And the comments are almost always the same too. Okay, I don't know how much you're on Facebook or whatever, but there's this group that's just that same picture of Jeff Goldblum every day, and they post the same photo of Jeff Goldblum every day. And the comments are like the same comments on the same photo of Jeff Goldblum every day, and it's so...
There's kind of a similar Twitter account where it's the account's called like Dad with Coffee, and like every day they just post a tweet that's like just brewed a fresh cup of coffee, like that's like all the account ever tweets.
One of my favorite Twitter accounts is a very vastly underrated Twitter account. It's a bot that every like hour posts one line to The Boys Are Back in Town. So like in the first line of the song, it's just opening guitar riff, and then so like every hour, it's just I think it's called what The Boys Are Back. I'm actually looking it up right now. Is it Back in Town? What the fuck is it?
Or like Thin Lizzy or
no. It's okay. So the actual name, like the name above the @ is The Boys Are Back, and the @ is In Town Again. It's only got 2,300 followers. It's the same loop, right? It's just the same loop. Every like hour or half an hour, it's just one line from the song.
I wonder if it's ever been able to randomly post like the lyrics in order.
Oh, it does that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it does the same lyrics in order every time. It's the same order every time. So
I thought you were saying like it would like just randomly take a line.
No. It's just, it's the whole song. Every half an hour, you get one line of the song. It's not a very, but like, you can tell like people find it funny because like the line "Guess who's back in town," like that one always has the most retweets and likes, and it'll go through like six lines of nothing, and then it'll be "Down at Dino's Bar and Grill." That one's got more retweets and like it's just so fucking stupid. It's just so dumb. It's just the same shit every day, and I find it hilarious. I don't know why. Every time I'm scrolling through my time, I'm like, oh, there's another line from the song. My day just got that much better.
Yeah, there's some golden novelty accounts on there. Or like there's like Single Dad, which is like another like Twitter account that I see on occasion where it's just it's like the picture is just like this old dude smiling, and like he'll like tweet at Amazon. He's like, I need help with something. And they're like, what do you need? And he's like, my wife left me and I'm depressed. What do you recommend? Like shit like that.
Yeah. Well, I think one of my favorites is useless comparisons. It's like it's a sports based.
I can already tell.
It's mostly all sports based, but it's all graphs, but it's all useless fucking graphs. So some of the good ones. Let me get some of the good ones here. So I don't know if you know about who LeVar Ball is.
Sounds familiar.
Well, there's this like college basketball player, Lonzo Ball, who's pretty good, right? He's like really good. His dad, LeVar Ball, used to be an NBA player, and all he does is like hype up his son, like to annoying levels. Like he just hypes him up all the time. So everyone,
like Will Smith with Jaden Smith.
Right, but like he's like on ESPN, he's hyping him up all the time. He's in the headlines for hyping up his son, and even his son's like they ask his son questions like, "Where do you want to play?" And his dad would be like, "Yeah, the Lakers, fucking yeah, only the Lakers." And his son's like, "Yeah, I mean whoever wants me is cool, I'm open to whatever." So this graph,
like, oh yeah, whoever wants him, yeah, whoever the fuck wants him.
Right. So this graph, it's just LeVar Ball has had a more successful basketball career than any ball python on earth. And it's a graph comparing It's a graph comparing LeVar Ball's points per game to the average length of an adult male ball python. It's just...
That's fucking amazing, dude.
It's just like stupid sports graphs. It's just... This one, there's a Chicago Bulls player named Denzel Valentine. This graph compares Denzel Valentine's points per game to movies per Oscar nomination for Denzel Washington. It's really funny, dude. It's this one. What is this one? You could fully charge an iPhone. Oh, the drive from San Diego versus the charge time from 0% for iPhone chargers. I love it, man. I love it. And there's the Detective 212 one from Law and Order, or Detective Finn from Law and Order. It's just like screenshots of you've seen Law and Order, right? SVU.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, you know Ice Cube plays at Detective Finn 212 or whatever. Yeah. It's just like screenshots of him from the show, but then like the captions are like the caption's like, Dr. Warner says he was high in something called Panama mussels, picked up in Jersey after trying to burglarize a Hooters with a hairdryer. Just like it's just all like stupid names.
Oh, just like random shit that like he would say.
Yeah,
on the show.
Yep. But it's to like ridiculous levels. They're calling it the tool shed love. Somebody slips into a kid's drink. Next day she wakes up in an alley covered in habanero peppers. Like it's just, it's just stupid stuff. And they post like 4 a day. I don't know how they do it.
Yeah, it's shit like that like, cause like it's, somebody's thinking of this shit and it, like kind of just makes me kind of depressed that I can't like think of anything clever like that or like something silly.
I hear you, man. I wish I had the ideas of this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Like I'm sure. Like, go ahead.
Yeah, because like these people aren't ever going to be like probably known for like this because like they like the people running them like I doubt like ever like advertise themselves or anything in any capacity.
No, I don't see that they do.
But still, it's still like I don't know. It just kind of depresses me that I can't think of anything like that. Because it always seems like something like just the most simplest like idea or the most simplest like joke or something comes along and it's like, oh, why didn't I think of that?
Right. Well, the sad thing is, I'm sure we've thought of that before, but then never thought to like take it to the levels that other people take it.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. Perfect example. There was the dude. I'm pretty sure you probably heard of this. There's the dude who sued Red Bull because he drank it every day for like 10 years and didn't get wings. So he sued Red Bull and he won.
What?
Yes, he won like it was a multi-million-dollar settlement.
I'm gonna look that up right now.
This happened back in it was like 2014.
2014, $13 million.
Yeah. Yep. Because it's like anybody could think of that, but nobody thinks that you can go through with it. There's plenty of people who have been drinking Red Bull every single day who didn't get wings, but they didn't think of suing Red Bull because it's stupid. It's actually stupid. It worked.
Red Bull have agreed to pay out over $13 million.
God.
Oh my God, dude.
That man is $13 million richer for the dumbest fucking idea ever, for the dumbest reason, and I could have thought of it.
Yeah, who knows how that even happened. I bet he probably just like for ha-has filed the lawsuit for like $90 at a local courthouse to like laugh, like his friends got a laugh out of it, and then a lawyer like called him to pick it up, and he's like, all right, fuck yeah, man, let's do this shit. Somebody probably did it, like said it as a joke, and then like he went to sleep that night like thinking like, I could actually sue Red Bull. I could actually do that. And then, like, for, like, a week, he's, like, actually, like, fawning over it and, like, stewing over that idea. And then finally he was like, you know what? I'm going to sue Red Bull. And then it worked. It's stupid, but it worked. He probably took, like, a week vacation at work, and he got paid for it anyway. Yeah. He probably yo, what lawyer would take that case? I'm going to find out. Yeah, that's the other thing. Like, what lawyer was like, you know what? That's a really good idea, and I'm taking the case. You know? Benjamin Carathers. Let's see. How old is this guy? I'm curious. Why would he? I'm trying to find out the... No, I don't see any... settled the lawsuit to avoid the cost and distraction of litigation. However, Red Bull maintains that its marketing and labeling have always been truthful and accurate and denies that any at all wrongdoing or liability.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Oh my god, dude.
It's ridiculous.
What a precedent.
Yeah, like... Yeah, that's the other thing that sets a precedent. Because if any other, like... if any other brand tries to do, like, a marketing thing like that, where it's just some catchy little phrase like that, like, they gotta be very, very careful that it's not gonna be libelous.
Yo, I'm gonna sue
not,
Pornhub.
not
There are no
libelous,
sexy singles in my area, Pornhub.
Yeah.
You lied to me! I'm expecting to get laid every day.
Every sexy single I've come across has kicked me in the nuts. I'm sick of it!
Let's file that lawsuit, man. Let's see how we get.
Let's go to let's sue oneclickads.net for the sexy singles in our area not being truthful. I've been on Tinder. All the sexy singles in my area don't want to fuck me.
You should have told me that I'm ugly. You gave me hope, you porn.
Yeah. 28-year-old Trisha from 2 miles away wants to fuck me now? There is no Trisha. I checked. I Google searched it.
I've wasted so many weekdays on unlimited breadsticks at Olive Garden. It's a lot of. I mean, those breadsticks are pretty good though.
Oh yes.
Fucking Trisha.
Like
Yo, you ever seen those people that they reviewed a 30-second Olive Garden commercial like 100 times in a row? Have you seen that?
Oh, yes!
They just played on loop for like a half an hour or something.
Yes, I've heard of that. I don't think I've seen the video, but I do remember hearing about it.
It is absolutely absurd, man. It's absolutely absurd. They just play on loop, like no stops or breaks in between. It's just one loop of a half an hour, and they just analyze this fucking commercial for a half an hour.
I mean, that's kind of smart, because I'm sure, like after watching it multiple times, like, you know, they can, like, pick up on things in the background that are, like, really silly or something like that.
Probably, but who would do that?
Yeah, because that's probably how things like that get found. Like, if there's, like, somebody in the background of a movie, like, looking at the camera and flip, like, you know, like, whipping his dick out or something, it's usually, like, discovered by somebody who's watched the movie multiple times and is just trying to look at other shit.
Yeah, like, I just actually recently saw on Reddit that, like, in the background of Revenge of the Sith, like, when Obi-Wan and Grievous are fighting, there's, like, a clone, like, punching a droid in the gut. But, like, no one noticed that for, like, what, 10 years now?
Oh, yeah, and then
or
also...
12 years, maybe.
Yeah, also, I'm sure that led to, like, the super popular, like, Jar Jar Binks was actually going to be a Sith Lord.
Yo, that thread is, like, I'm sure you've read it before, though, right? You've read that thread?
Yes.
You go into that thread, you see the title of that thread, and you're like, there's no fucking way, but I'll read this. And you read it, and you're like, holy shit, I am convinced.
Yeah, because some of the things, like, you can only notice, like, or only noticed probably by somebody who's watched the movie multiple times, like Jar Jar Binks fell here, and the droid is looking that way, but in the next scene, he's falling from the other place.
Yep.
And then the droid, like, looks over at him.
I mean, Count Dooku came out of nowhere. Like, in storyline purposes, he was, like, shoehorned in.
Yeah.
It seemed like... Dude, that's, like, a legitimate theory. Like I said, I read into that thread, and I had absolutely no confidence that this would even remotely convince me. But now, I talk to my friends about it, and I go, listen, man, I turn into Alex Jones. I go, listen, you're hiding something, all right? Dooku came out of nowhere. There was no Dooku in 1999 that movie came out. Count Dooku was around in 2001 when George Lucas kept getting these death threat emails for the dumb fucking character that Jar Jar Binks is, and they had to change the whole storyline around. And there's good old Christopher Lee, used to play Dracula. They go, Chris, listen, we need a villain. Can you do it? And he goes, yeah, I can do it. And that's how 81-year-old Christopher Lee went into Star Wars. He wasn't supposed to be there. There was supposed to be Jar Jar Binks. It was supposed to be.
Yeah, and then also, I don't remember how long ago this was discovered, but you know the American Tail movies, right?
I do. Yep.
Have you seen the second one where he goes west?
It's just called Goes West, like he goes west.
Well, no, it's called American Tail 2, Fievel Goes West.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah, during the Dreams to Dream song, there's a part where like Kadar Wald is like holding Tanya and he's walking, and for one single frame, somebody like Tanya's mouth is open and like there's just a very crude drawing of a penis like, leading into her mouth. Like just it's for one frame and that's it. Like it's like I think what happened was the animator like took his work home and then like his kid, like maybe like his like middle school age son, like saw it and he was like, hey, I'm gonna draw this in. Because it's very crude looking.
Oh, now I might have to go 5 goes West Dick.
Yeah, 5 goes west.
Hey, penis doodle hidden in 5 goes West. Here we go.
Yeah.
Hold on, let's
are
see.
You watching the
oh yeah, I got this is queued up, man. Did I see it? No, I didn't see it. Holy shit, it's there! Holy shit!
Yeah, see?
Holy shit, it's there!
It's a very crude penis and balls. It's just like a circle with like a line for the head.
Oh man, hold on. I need a new phone. Holy shit, it's right there! It's right there! It's a I need a new phone background. Holy shit.
You gotta put that as the background of your phone.
Dude, it's legit, man. This guy
Yeah.
I will go out and find his DVD and buy it. I want to find it for myself. Damn, dude. 5 goes West.
I think it's still on the DVD copy too. Like they didn't remove it.
Oh, wow.
Because, well, I have it on. I have the very original like VHS like copy, so like I was able to like slow it down and watch it there. I was like, Mom, Dad, come in here. Look at this. They're like, what is it? And they're like, oh my God, what the fuck?
Because like
yeah, there's a penis.
Because like if you're looking for it, like you can see it if you're looking for it for a second. So I'm sure that's how it happens.
But it looks, yeah, because on the VHS tape, because when you watch on VHS, there's always like some lines and shit, you know,
yep.
like because of like the film, because like there's always errors like when processing the film, so you just think it's one of those like film squiggles,
right?
But it's not. It's a penis.
It is a penis, dude. It is a penis, and I'm learning so much today. I have found the penis in 5 goes West.
There's a penis, and I have found it.
That's gonna be like my metaphor for life. You gotta find the penis in 5 goes West. You can't give up now. The penis is there, Ryan. The penis of your life is there.
Yeah.
You need to find it.
Your best friend comes up to you. I just don't know what to do with my life. What do I do? Find the penis in 5 goes West. That's what you need to do. Find the penis, Nick. Find it.
We're talking about. Don't question. Find the penis. Time is running out! Your whole life is passing you by! The penis is there! And you're doing nothing about it!
Oh, good lord. Oh.
Oh, man.
Just gotta find the penis.
I want to tell Erica that tonight. I'm sure that the next time she's asking about what to do with her life, I'm going to say, Erica, you gotta find the penis in 5 goes West.
Oh man.
I'm gonna go hidden penises in pop culture. Let's Google that.
Yeah. Oh no. Oh, dude.
I don't want to know.
No, like the Little Mermaid on the cover of the Little Mermaid.
I know that one. I know that one.
Right? Yeah. Yeah. There was a Coca-Cola ad one time. Well, it wasn't an ad. It was like a poster where in one of the ice cubes, it's like a woman about to perform fellatio.
I've seen that one. Yeah, I have seen that one too.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, there's a lot. In the Rescuers, it's not a penis, but in the Rescuers, there is the while they're flying on the seagull dude, like in the background, in one of the windows is a lady with her top off.
Really?
Yes. Oh, you didn't hear about that one? Yeah.
No, I didn't hear about that one.
So, wait, what movie did I say?
What movie did you say? Come on.
I don't know.
Ryan.
I can't remember what movie I said.
Well, when you think about it.
But in the Rescuers.
Down Under. I haven't seen a movie in a while.
Lady. I'll just put lady or lady. The Rescuers lady. Yeah. Images. And oh yeah, I'm gonna have to PM this to you. I can't just drop it in chat. Copy. And you, and yeah, because it's actually like not safe for work. There it is. That was actually in the movie, like in the theatrical release.
Damn.
And in the very first like VHS pressings too, because that's how people found out about it.
Oh, and the pressing's actually not in the. That's.
Yeah, in the very first VHS release, like it was in there, and then people like started seeing it and pointing it out, so then they quickly had to like go back and edit it, and then recall all those copies, and then re-release the movie with it edited out.
Dude, I wonder how many penises exist in pop culture and media that will never be seen.
Yeah, that's interesting. Because there's always like the rumor like, oh, the priest in The Little Mermaid had a big old boner when he was like doing the thing, when he was like at like during the marriage scene. It's like, no, he just has knobby knees, you idiot.
Nah, it's a boner, dude.
Yeah.
If someone on the internet says it's a boner.
Did you hear about that one? About the priest having the boner?
No.
Yeah, it's just that he has knobby knees, so like his robe, like where his penis would be, there's like a long like lump that like comes out, like it's his knees. But people are like, he has a big old boner, like Disney. Oh, they're evil, satanic, trying to fucking our kids. Think of the children. It's a boner. Think of the children. Yeah, and then there's also like that scene from Aladdin where like you can supposedly hear Aladdin whisper, "Good teenagers, take off your clothes."
Dude, how are you so well versed in Disney? Like Disney.
Oh no! Part of when I would go to the library for the internet, part of it was just most of it was spent on Snopes, which is like a website.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so I was always looking at like all like the urban legends and like movies and TV and Disney and all this shit, because it was really fascinating to me, you know, to see like, well, first of all, it let like, you know, because like they debunk or like they prove whether or not those things are real or not, and then so like, you know, it taught me at a young age to not always like take everything at face value, because even though something may seem like one way, it's most likely not. Like it's probably somebody trying to bamboozle you into believing something that's not true. Like there's like Michael Jackson's nose fell off during an interview on David Letterman. It's like, no, it didn't.
No,
like that's false.
That's definitely, you're just lying to me now. There's nothing truth about that at all.
Yeah, and it's just, and then like there's like an entire section on like 9/11, like were there pictures of Satan? Did Satan appear in the smoke of the World Trade Center? It's like, well, it looks like him, but like that's not him, no. Like there was also like when that came out, like there was some very clearly like photoshopped images that people tried making, like where it's like, look, it's him, and it's like, no, you just
the devil flew planes into 2 towers in New York City.
Yeah.
It's like, really?
Everybody knows that Satan's a globalist, okay? So he flew those planes. He flew the plane into the towers.
The devil. You guys didn't see Satan taking plane lessons in fucking like Rochester, New York for 2.5 months? You didn't see that? Game
theory. Did Satan commit 9/11? Back in the 80s, there is footage of Satan taking airplane lessons. And it's like some like you see like a bunch of people like taking airplane lessons, and then you just see Satan standing there like looking all shady, like kind of like his eyes darting back and forth, trying to make sure nobody's like watching him or anything.
And there cuts to footage of him like in the front seat of an airplane with like 2 like actual pilots like showing him the controls and the switches and how the plane works.
Yeah, it's like if you zoom in real closely right before the first plane hits, and like it zooms way in, and it's Satan looking at the camera and like flipping it off.
Yeah, just flipping it off the camera. Oh.
Did Satan know?
Yeah, because Satan chooses to kill people 200 at a time. That's what he does. Yeah. The population's like 7 billion, but he wants 200 at a time once.
He could spread like a huge like plague that can kill literally millions within the span of a few days, but he's just gonna fly a plane into a tower.
2 planes and 2 towers, actually.
Oh yeah, yeah. Satan was also in the second plane. I'm like, right
He's like crying. He's in the cockpit, like crotch chopping like the other pilot.
crotch chopping.
While the boys are back in town is playing, you know. Guess who just got back today? You know, Satan's got like sunglasses on that are like, I don't know.
Yeah. Oh boy.
Satan sure knows how to party.
Yeah. Lots of topics. So far in this we went from guy suing Red Bull to penis and Philo Goes West to Satan conspiring for 9/11.
No, Satan he's committing 9/11.
Yeah.
He didn't conspire.
I think conspire means like a similar thing.
Doesn't conspire
like
to
he
mean
planned.
he
planned to do it. Yeah.
And executed.
I don't know. That's kind of the same thing. If you plan to something and do it, like you still like plan to do it, even though.
All right. Well, yeah, technically, sure, but I don't conspire. We're gonna look up what conspire means right now. Make secret plans jointly to commit an unlawful or harmful act.
There you go. And he did.
But yeah, they also. I mean, I guess you're right, but technically he did conspire. Yes. But it's not like he. You know, my dog is currently making a nest out of my clothes. It's adorable. I assume because they smell like me. She's like, that's so cute, dude. Yeah, I'm talking about you, Patrick. I'm talking about you. Yeah. I'm gonna try to. I'm gonna do a scavenger hunt at some point, where we teams try to find the most hidden penises in film. But it'll be like a decade-long event.
Yeah.
It'll be like a real fucking life challenge.
Yeah, crowdsource it. Crowdsource like people trying to find penises and hidden penises.
And you gotta send me screenshots so you're not fucking lying to me.
Because thousands of people can get more job done than like crazy dude, like trying to watch every movie ever made.
Yo, if I had like a Willy Wonka cash prize, if I put up like $1,000 for like by the end of 2017, whoever sends me the most screenshots of of individual hidden penises. So like if somebody sends me Philo Goes West, somebody else can't send me Philo Goes West, you know? I wonder how much traction that would gain. The hidden penis game.
I mean, I think that'd be unfair if other people can't use it because then since other people can't use it, then it becomes limited, so it becomes like not very many, you know.
Yeah, but I don't know that though. Like, I don't know how many, like, commercials out there exist of hidden penises or, like, media. Like, who knows? You know,
that is interesting because I'm sure there are, like quite a few that, like, have gone, like, under the radar. Maybe because it's, like, because maybe it's, like some obscure cartoon from, like, the 1950s that, like, maybe only a few kids watched when it first aired. You know, just nobody else has watched it since then, so nobody would know.
But we both know as soon as I announce that challenge, a few days is going to go by, and there's going to be some fucking guy in some, like, studio apartment all by himself. That's his fucking life mission. Like, he's been doing it for 25 years before that. He's got, like, newspaper clippings all on his walls, connected by strings and stuff.
Maybe
like,
Danger Dolan.
Oh, God.
Because Danger Dolan seems to be really good at finding, like, shit like that. This is a list of the top 9 penises found in media. Number 9. There's a penis on the cover of The Little Mermaid. Number 8. I remember binge watching Danger Dolan like a couple years ago because I had nothing else to do.
That's a low point in life I don't want to get to.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I just thought some of the videos were interesting.
It's hard for me now to binge watch YouTube because it seems like YouTube has become like it's more just
so much stuff. Like
like everyone just posts everything to make money. Now I'm gonna preface this by saying there's absolutely nothing wrong with upload. If you want to upload exclusively to make money, if you hate doing it but it pays the bills, I don't care. That's you, man. Do whatever you gotta do. I have no judgment of how anybody wants to upload videos. I don't care. But as a person who views YouTube, it's hard to find like quality stuff you can follow on a consistent basis that doesn't end up being like the rest of the stuff they do. You know what I mean? Like part 98 of an LP is no different than part 51. You know what I mean? Generally speaking.
Yeah. That's why like lots of like those really unique people stand out, like Filthy Frank or iDubbbz.
Yeah.
They do content that's like so far and away from like what other people do.
Right.
It just attracts a lot of people because it's different.
It is
It's
different, right?
Like nobody's making videos of them eating like a cake with hair baked into it.
I almost forgot about that. Now tomorrow I'm eating like pizza for lunch. It's gonna be in my brain going, this might have fucking hair in it. Fucking Pablo at the pizza place might have baked hair into it because he's watching Filthy Frank too much.
Or like iDubbbz where he just gets into like a green costume and like crawls around on the floor and goes, "Hello, what are you do here?" and like speaks like in like a silly voice and stuff like that.
Makes a shitload of money.
There's a huge demand I think right now for just unique content like that. Yeah, like when Pokemon Sun and Moon came out, like everybody uploaded a video of a part of an LP that said Alola. Pokemon Sun and Moon Part 1, Yeah, and like literally like dozens, like by the dozens.
Yeah.
Maybe even by the hundreds, people uploaded it.
And go ahead, keep going.
Yeah, because it's also like, why should I watch your LP video when this guy over here also uploaded, the exact same thing, Like there's only so much that like besides the commentary, like there's not very much, to differentiate. Like unless you're like doing like funny edits where like it zooms in and like there's like, I don't know, SpongeBob like hiding in the grass or something like that. Like unless you give me a reason to like, watch your channel, then, there's no reason to.
Right. Yeah. And like I think the thing that mystified me the most was that when everybody was uploading Sun and Moon LPs, everybody was also complaining that their channel was losing subscribers. Because people, I don't understand how nobody saw that coming. If 1,000 people upload the exact same thing, no one's gonna want to watch it because they've already seen it.
Also on the exact same day,
right?
That a brand new game came out that nobody wants spoilers for.
That too. Yeah.
I went on Social Blade and looked up a bunch of people's channels, and they literally lost thousands, like actually thousands of subscribers, like that day and the few days like following up from it. Yeah. And like they're like, nope, I'm just gonna keep churning out this LP video even though I'm losing subscribers from it. It's like, dude, just do Wi-Fi battles. That's what it's spoiler free, and people want to actually see that. Like they want to see like the new competitive stuff. Like they want to see what some of the new Pokemon can do, because that's what you did, and you did really well.
For that time, yeah, I did very well.
Yeah, because nobody wanted to watch LPs because they hadn't beaten the game yet. But what they do want to see is Wi-Fi battles and seeing like how the new Pokemon size up compared to the old ones and what they can do and like the new moves and all that stuff. So, that's Yeah.
I'm gonna go to my channel and actually give you like my channel after Sun and Moon came out was fucking blow. It was doing well prior to that too, because I was doing all the best moveset videos, which I was only doing them purely to get like views and clicks, and it worked. It worked. But like I know that, but nobody else was doing it. I don't understand it. I'm gonna sound arrogant for 1 second. Just allow that for me. I have a lot of really good ideas as far as how to do YouTube. I think I do. Every time like I have an idea and I implement it, it does well. I'm not saying that like I'm gonna live off of it, but almost every time I have like an actual idea, not like I'm gonna make this one video, but I have an actual idea and a plan and how I want to approach things. In the plan, look at like I could literally stand and die on the GBA right now, and that could be my only achievement, and it fucking worked out to ridiculous proportions. There are leagues everywhere. The GBA is huge, and that was all me. Like, that was my idea. Nobody else did that shit, right? Yeah. So when I'm going to people and I'm going, listen, LPs are not going to work. Do Wi-Fi battles. Nobody listened to me. And what happened? What happened?
Yeah, and I remember you tweeting that out, saying, like, just upload Wi-Fi battles. Don't do LP. Everybody was like, fuck that. I'm going to do whatever I want to do. And then they lost thousands of subscribers.
Right. I'm gonna check them out my channel.
You would think that after uploading the first video and you lose 800 subscribers, that's a pretty good indication that you shouldn't fucking do that. That you should wait a little bit, you know?
All right. So let's go November 16th to the end of the month. Well, it's a 2-week span when the game came out. I gained... In that 2 weeks, my channel made $343.
Damn.
I gained 11. Yeah, I gained 1,100 subscribers, and I got 163,000 views in that 2 weeks, because it was just Wi-Fi stuff. That was it.
Yeah, and then like me, I took the game and then I just recorded all the Z moves in 1080p, uploaded that, and that did really well too, because it was new content that people. It was something different from an LP that people actually wanted to see.
Right.
And as a result, it did really well because that's the kind of thing that people want to see.
Right. They want to see something. Like, YouTube is like changing now. It's in this weird kind of limbo where like, everyone's like complaining now because like ad revenue is down, but it's like,
yeah.
I didn't want to say this in public because I don't want to get in like a huge Twitter argument, but I think the reason why people are seeing less ad revenue and less ad money isn't because advertisers are pulling the ads. That might be true, right? Like, but like but not to the degree people are seeing it. I just think it's because people are getting tired of you as an entertainer. And that's not directed to anybody. That's how entertainment works.
Yeah.
Okay. Especially with YouTube, because like, I always use like Meryl Streep as the example. Like when Meryl Streep she does a movie, it gets popular, and then goes away, and then makes another movie. Right? It's because she gets popular because that thing now, like, only she's in that movie, right? It's Meryl Streep is in this movie. But with YouTube, it's like Dragon Master 19 is making an LP. So is Kyogre Lugia. So is Pikachu. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, though?
Yeah.
Like, everyone's constantly doing all the same stuff, and at a certain point, people are going to go, holy shit, I want to watch something else. I want to do something else. So they move on, and that's the way it is with YouTube, because you're not making a movie every 2.5 years. You're making a video every single day, and eventually people are just gonna get tired of you. Not because they think you're bad at it, but because they've been watching you for so long, and there's no giant project that can bring them back in. You're oversaturating yourself to people, so that when they watch you every day, there's no break from you, so they don't have time to miss you, I guess, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, and just to add on to that, like Google did recently that some advertisers have pulled like their advertising because of like some of the content that's
right.
on YouTube.
Some, sure, but
but again, like a huge drop in like advertising is because probably somebody will watch a couple minutes of your 2-hour-long video and be like, oh, I really don't want to watch this, and then they'll just click away because it's the same thing that you always do, and you don't really ever differentiate like anything.
Right.
That you do,
right?
Which ties back into what I said with like Filthy Frank and iDubbbz. I hesitate to say JonTron, but him, but like people like that, and Donkey, because they upload maybe once every couple of weeks, if that. And then that video gets millions and millions of views, and the audience retention is really high because since they don't upload very often, they're going to want to watch the video all the way through, and that's why that works out for them. Now, some people do end up getting like sponsorships, like from Audible or from Loot Crate or Crunchyroll and stuff like that.
Right.
But again, like they're making a bunch, from those advertising deals because so many people are now watching those videos to like, go in and type code Keem or whatever to the fucking website and like get so that they get like a slice of the sales from people subscribing to those services. Mm-hmm. So it's like, so like you said, YouTube is in this like weird limbo where it's starting to transition, I think. Yeah. So for like up until 2012, it was mostly, what went viral and, what videos got the most views. Yeah. So that's why it was really lucrative for animators because they could make, they could spend a couple months making a 2 or 3 minute long, like funny cartoon. And then it would get like 12 or 13 million views, depending on like how funny, the video is or like how well it's done, and how well it's animated. And they would make back quite a few, quite a bit of money off of that because it was based on views. Right. And the more views they got, so it's quality content, it's going to get more views, they get paid more. Now, then it changed to the minutes watched model, which is on now back around in 2012, 2013. I think it was 2013. And so, that's when then it changed. It shifted because now people wanted to upload more things that were longer because that is what would make them money. And so now I think people are starting to get jaded of that and starting to loop right back around to the unique content that's only uploaded like every so often.
Mm-hmm. And I just, it's just like I don't. People like doomsday when it comes to YouTube, like content creators, like YouTube is dying.
Every couple months, every like 2 or 3 months, it's YouTube's doing this thing. Hey everybody, let's all go to a new site, and everybody goes and then nobody goes.
Like, do you really think YouTube is going anywhere? You can definitely still make a living on YouTube, and you can do it for a while. You just have to know, like, coming from me who's not making a living from YouTube, but like, you have to just not. I don't know. The format's changing because everyone's starting to do what everyone else does. So you gotta change with the format. That's all you gotta do. Of course, streaming has been becoming popular too, and that's but that's a different monkey altogether. I don't know why I used monkey as the animal. It's a different. That's a different goose altogether. But but you could definitely do it. You just have to realize that you have to change. You have to be ahead of the change.
Yeah.
Right.
Because it all goes into like how much effort you're putting into the content you create,
right?
So because a video that has a lot of time spent on it, in writing and editing, and all other creative aspects like that, is going to do a lot better because people like to see that quality content. So that's just what you got to do. If you keep uploading a randomized Nuzlocke every single day for like a year or two, people are going to say, hey, this is kind of boring. I don't want to watch this anymore.
Right.
And so they'll probably move on, to just the next big thing.
Yep. Content creators out there, if you're aspiring, I have a tip for you, and I want you to listen to it very carefully. If you plan on doing any series, I don't care what it is. I don't care if it's Pokemon. I don't care if you're fucking, reading Latin translations of like stone tablets. I don't care. I don't care what this series is. But if you're planning on making a series, episode 1 will always get the most views all the time. So you gotta fucking kill it for episode 1. You have to. Because episode 1 of series will always be the most viewed 100% of the time. So you have to make your impression with episode 1. You just have to. That is the setup one. So take that advice and run with it. Do something with it.
Yeah, and then also to go back to like my point of like, the time invested, will get more views.
Yep.
So I'm sure you've heard of this channel. It's called Primitive Technology.
I have. Yes.
Yes. He uploads once a month and he will get 9 million, 10 million, 11 million views, and he never talks. He never says a single word. It's just the entire video is him getting mud and making shit out of mud. That's the entire video, is him making mud. And it gets millions of views because he puts a lot of effort into it, and it's interesting to watch. So, yeah, it's just YouTube's in this time right now where you got to think outside the box if you want to go.
It's cyclical, man.
With your content.
It is. You have to. Unless you're content just uploading to upload, that's fine too. Like if you're not gonna worry about.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, if you don't give a shit about like views or anything like that, if you upload just to upload, please by all means you do you. Because if that makes you happy, please do it, and I encourage it.
Right, but coming from a guy who at one point was on top of the Pokemon community years ago, like that's like even though I'm not now, like I still know how I got there, and the model doesn't change. And you can easily see trends in how things work. Like we're going back to that, what it was before. People uploading, not just like shitting out videos, but they uploaded a good video because they thought it was a good video, and they uploaded it. And that's kind of what we're turning into now. And I guess streaming too, because streaming's a direct source of income. Because you get $5 if you get a sub, you get $5. Well, it's $5 a month to sub. I've heard Twitch partners get about between like $2 and $3 per sub. So if you have 100 subs a month, like that's between $200 and $300 a month, like right there, not doing anything else. So it's easier to gauge that kind of thing.
Yeah, and then also with streaming, it's kind of this format where it's like really hard for it to get stale because you're interacting live with the well, the streamer is interacting live with the audience,
right?
Which is it's just one of those things where it's really hard for that kind of thing to get boring because, hey, he might talk to me or maybe somebody might say something,
and I know about that, and then we can have a conversation about it or something.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just hard to get going when you're with streaming. But once you get people, because listen, man, there's a lot of people in the world. Like Twitch and YouTube are only getting more popular every day. So they're never going to run out of like viewers. Like there's more people competing for that same slice of the pie, but there's also always going to be more people trying to, watch people. So sure, you might see viewer drop over time, but it should never be anything drastic if you're good at what you do, because you always have a new influx of people. Because that's just like people are getting older, more people are getting phones, like people are on their phones all the time watching stuff. It's just you're never gonna run out of people. You just keep being engaging and getting new people is really the key, I guess.
Yeah.
Always keeping it fresh and all that. But we have reached the 1 hour mark, so I think it's a good place.
Oh, wow.
It looks like a good place to stop. I think for a good.
All right. Yeah.
But
we covered a lot. We we went from Satan doing 9/11 to having like a serious discussion about YouTube, penises, and Fievel Goes West. Listen, listeners, if you don't know what to do in life, you want to know what to do, you're lost, you don't know where to go, look for the penis in Fievel Goes West. That's what you need.